Salut à tous, bonne journée, bon après-midi et bonsoir. C'est le, c'est le vidéo numéro 10 et pour aujourd'hui, je vais répondre que les questions, quelles sont vos phrases et expressions françaises préférées. Ok. Les premières phrases. Quand les poulets crossent des dents, in English, the equivalent would be when pigs fly or when hell freezes over. It, quand les poulets crossent des dents specifically means when chickens grow teeth. You could make of that what you want to. Okay, the second one. Hyper. It's a way to describe something. Like you say hyper bondé means super crowded. The other ways, I'm forgetting right now. J'ai oublié. C'est hyper amusant or hyper drôle. You'd say, describe a comedian that way, I guess. It's super funny, super droll. Sorry, super funny, super entertaining. I like it because it makes you sound very much like a native French speaker. And that's the big theme for all these phrases is if you say them, not even really people who study the French language would necessarily are assumed to know these phrases. It's literally only people who are really in the depth with the French language and culture. Okay. Métro, boulot, dodo. So we have like similar phrases in English, like work, life, party, or eat, sleep, gym, right? Stuff like that. So métro means transportation. Boulot is means work. It's a slang term for work. You might know travail for work, and dodo is a slang / cute term for sleep. You might also know dormir is the more formal phrase, and there's also coucher. Coucher, you have to be a little bit specific on how you use it to convey the proper meaning. C'est mort. C'est mort or c'est pas mort. C'est mort means I was about to say that another phrase. It means it's very serious or it's a big problem, basically. C'est mort. C'est pas mort means not so serious, you know. Similar with the next phrase. C'est pas grave. You say, t'inquiète, c'est pas grave, mec. Il n'y a pas un hyper problème. It's perfect use of hyper. Hyper isn't like huge, but like it's kind of used differently than in English. So t'inquiète would mean like, or calme mean to like calm down, don't worry. And c'est pas grave literally means it's not grave, as in like it's not that serious. Okay, next one. Ta gueule, ferme-la, very French as well. All these terms are very colloquial. Some of them are like l'argot or slang. Some of them might be a little bit vulgar or insulting. Ta gueule literally means basically to shut up, but the full original phrase would be ferme ta gueule. That's, a bit too long for French speaking people, so ta gueule is faster. And gueule literally means mouth or trap, so it would translate into shut your trap or shut your mouth, basically. And sometimes you use it in a very serious way, sometimes not in a serious way, more in like a joking way. And that's the whole point. It's very nuanced, these phrases, and they could be used in different circumstances. And basically, only either native French speakers know them for the most part, or people that are really well versed in the French language and clearly are very experienced and comfortable with the language. Like, you're not going to learn this even after a month. You're not going to know most of these phrases even after a month of studying French, or even 3 months, probably. Okay. Wesh, quoi de neuf, on dit quoi? They're all very colloquial slang phrases to say hello, what's up? Which, when you're learning a language, they teach you the most basic phrase that the average person doesn't necessarily use in informal situations. In my opinion, makes you stand out a bit more and make you seem like even more like a beginner in the language, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, if you know these phrases, you're more likely to actually catch or attract the attention of a person who actually does speak the language, because it's very colloquial. Wesh is actually a French word that came from the Arabic language, which means what's up. Not sure if it means the same thing in Arabic though. Quoi de neuf literally means what's new, and on dit quoi basically means like what's up, or what are we going to talk about, basically. And it's very similar for other languages. For example, in German, there's was up, Digga, which literally is what's up, bro. Dicka comes from the word dick, which means fat. So dicka is fatty, kinda, but it's more in a similar way that like hue and cabrón in Espanol is uses term of endearment and not as an insult. Okay. And then the Russian form would be Shtoganova, which also means like what's new, what's up. And Espanol, I know too. They teach you like ¿Cómo estás?, which is very formal. And the less formal version I learned was ¿Qué tal?, and the much more heavy slang version that really just indicates that you're familiar with the language and you're not just like reciting stuff that you learned from the back of a phrase book or anything, is que pedo, which the direct translation, que means what, and pedo means fart. So if you don't actually know the whole meaning of the phrase, you'd be very confused. This basically only use it with Spanish, with Mexicans, because it's specific to the Mexican dialect. The other Spanish speaking countries and regions don't use pedo as slang for stuff. But it's I think it's cool. And I think it's a good indicator of you being comfortable and confident in the language. Okay, next one. Actually, we'll make part two. Okay. Veux as-tu dans les suivantes vidéos. Au revoir.